Tonight, we bring you a Disney Halloween treat. Hello, I'm Michael Eisner. And the Disney gang stopped by my office on their way to a Halloween party to show me their costumes.
How do I look, Michael?
Well, Mickey, you look great. I would have never guessed it was you.
Hi, Michael. It's me, Minnie. How do I look?
Fantastic. You look truly fantastic.
And how?
By the way, where's Goofy?
Oh, he'll be right here. He's been working on his costume for a month. No one will ever guess it's Goofy.
Never.
Oh, there's Goofy now.
Hiya, guys. What do you think?
Wow, that's a swell costume, don't you think, Michael?
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast that only takes one candy when it encounters a bowl on someone's porch that says, take one on Halloween night.
Oh, we do love rules. That's true.
Sometimes I would take two.
Oh my god.
I didn't take the whole bowl. I thought it was very naughty to take the entire bowl. I thought that was just rude, but I would occasionally
take a second one.
Take two, especially if there were two different candies I really liked in there. Now, were you always gonna
Oh,
dutifully
obviously, always a take one.
Did you police anyone else around you who might be caught taking more than one?
No, I'm not a narc. You know what I was thinking about the other day
What?
that I haven't had in years, and I was thinking about Halloween. You know those mallow cream pumpkins? The ones that are shaped like a pumpkin, but kind of the texture of a candy corn, but are vastly superior to candy corn in every way.
The pumpkin-shaped candy corn, essentially.
They're vastly superior to candy corn.
They're pretty much the same. They're a little softer. You want one?
I kind of want
asking
one.
For one.
Yeah, I'm asking for one in this public forum.
Yes, I'll get you some. Maybe on our next. We have one more Halloween episode to go, so maybe we'll have some by then, and we can compare the different candy corns.
Ooh, a candy corn tasting.
Kate, it's almost
Blind
Halloween. Yeah, there's
taste
different
test.
colors and everything.
Yeah.
It's almost Halloween.
Yep.
Have you ever seen a TV special called
Now it's time for Disney's Halloween treat.
Tricks and treats to try tonight. We'll be riding high tonight. Your spirit's gonna fly tonight. Disney's Halloween treat. Disney's Halloween treat. It's a scream.
Disney's Halloween Treat?
I've not. I do like Halloween treats, as previously stated, a mallow cream pumpkin.
That name, where's that name come from? I've never heard that.
I don't
before.
know.
Mallow Cream? Was that a brand name?
I don't know.
Is that a name you came up with?
I don't know.
I'm fascinated. We're going to do some research.
Okay.
Okay, but you've never seen this?
But no, and I don't think Disney gives out any treats for free, so.
You're correct. This is unavailable currently, and I had to do some digging to find it. I've never seen this either, but here's what this is. Disney's
Okay.
Halloween Treat is Season 29, Episode 6 of Walt Disney, which was one of the names or incarnations of that Wonderful World of Disney TV show that's been on forever. We talked about this extensively on our Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella episode. I think
We sure did.
disassociated during that, Kate. You might not remember, but
I only was conscious for the Whitney parts, I think.
any listeners who want to know more about the Wonderful World of Disney, that whole show, we do the whole history. I have pages and pages of notes on it, so I'm going to leave it out of this, but it's a long-running show. In the 1981 season of this show, it was just called Walt Disney, which is kind of confusing for a TV show.
Yeah, that is strange. Was he dead at that time?
Yes. But this episode aired on October 30th, 1982 on CBS. It was later released on VHS. It's been re-aired many times. They syndicated it after. It re-aired on lots of networks. It re-aired on the Disney Channel like every year for, about 10, 15 years after it aired in 1982. Later, the Disney Channel also took this special and kind of took parts out of it and rearranged it and put other stuff in it and renamed it Disney Halloween, so it lived on for a while. It was produced by William Robert Yates, but I can't do the full credits because what it really is just a collection of clips from 13 different Disney shorts and movies that are Halloween themed.
Are you making me watch a clip show?
Essentially, Disney is really smart about reusing footage they already made and own, and they can just make more money off of without spending any more money, and that's what this is. It's clips from 13 things. The things that they've made that they use these clips in range from being made in 1935 up to 1963. So even when it aired, the newest clip was already like 20 years old, which is kind of interesting. Plus, you'll see a little bit of footage from an even older one. The 1929 Silly Symphony short The Skeleton Dance is in the intro of this. They don't play the whole thing though. For my money, the most noteworthy segment in this is the ending, which is a shortened version of Ichabod Crane, the Headless Horseman, which was a segment from the 1949 Disney movie, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Have you ever seen that movie? It's the Wind in the Willows story and the Headless Horseman. Just those two as a movie. But they're not, it's like one, then the other. It's two totally separate parts.
I do like Frog and Toad. So let me get this straight. This is like a leftover of leftovers.
Yeah.
Wrap it in tinfoil, make it another day.
Yes, because even that movie in the 40s was a leftover of something else. But yeah, The Wind in the Willows and Frog and Toad, different things. I've made that mistake many times too. But yes, this reheated Halloween leftover is kind of famous. It's finally remembered, at least on the internet. People, have fuzzy, good memories about it. A little before our time, it petered out of re-airing in the mid-90s. I don't know when the exact last year it aired was, but it's been a while. It's not available officially anywhere.
Let's fire up the microwave.
Yeah, I hope it's good. Let's check it out.
I had a wood-paneled microwave until I was like 16.
You say leftovers, but maybe it's,
like a meatloaf, where you can make a meatloaf sandwich and it's better on the next day. I've creatively reimagined a leftover in my day.
For a really good Halloween party, you need a few special ingredients. A few witches, a few villains, a few treats, a few tricks, and oh, yes, a few scares. The best Halloween parties are the ones where you can get a real, honest-to-goodness witch for the guest of honor. Oh, I don't mean those ugly old witches, or even one of the pretty ones. No, I mean my favorite flying sorcerer. That life of the party who can cast a spell quicker than you can say, Eye of Newt. My dear old friend, Mad Madam Mim.
I do like these skeletons dancing. Why is it all yellow?
They colorized it, but they did it
Featuring
poorly.
Bing Crosby.
He's in the Headless Horseman. He's the narrator. Because he was in that movie narrating it in the 40s.
You know he's out here beating kids.
Oh, they made a theme song.
Ugh.
This is probably the only original piece of music they made for this. It is a good magic trick to get kids lined up, excited for leftovers like this.
Yeah, this is a parenting win. So that was a clip show of the clip show.
Yeah, the intro. Yeah, that's correct.
I'm just making sure that I understand. Oh my god. It's a jack-o'-lantern, but it's speaking. And it's a hand puppet, and I don't like it. Oh, good god. You know what? Boo, Disney. Why you be targeting all these older women with chin hairs, saying they're witches? I'm worried that I walk like that witch.
I don't know that this segment is particularly Halloween themed. It's just two wizards.
These two have had the hots for each other for 500 years. Is that an orange disco ball in the back? Is this the Fantasia Night on Bald Mountain?
Yep, we're into Fantasia now.
Here's the thing. I don't love Disney, but I think Fantasia is a great idea. Like, I think it exposes kids to, like, classical music in an interesting way, you know?
Sure. And I know we're not a great example because we talk over other media, but this is great that there's just no dialogue.
Yeah.
In, like, the whole movie of Fantasia, almost.
I definitely watched Fantasia as a kid and was terrified of this.
Oh, nope. They only showed us the first 10
seconds
of that Fantasia sequence. We did not get to hear much music. I take it all back. Weird butt smack.
Yeah, why is Mickey spanking that dog? Also, why has he got a gun in his bed?
Mickey thinks that there's an intruder in his home, and he just pulled a shotgun, not out from under his bed. It was in the covers with him.
In the bed. And he also spanked his dog, which is not very nice. Don't spank your dogs. I don't like this man's voice.
This jack-o'-lantern that's hosting has a very deep voice. I don't know about you. I'm getting an ADHD whirlwind here.
It's a lot.
We're watching these old cartoons that are maybe 7 minutes in total, and they're showing us like a minute of them, so there's no resolution, and you're on to the next thing. And just a bassy pumpkin man is the only clue that you're changing.
So now we're watching Huey, Dewey, and Louie, right? With Uncle Donald. Uncle Donald is a real Look at him. They're just listening that like an animal escaped from the zoo and Uncle Donald has turned out the lights and is like dressed up as a large gorilla and now is frightening them.
But look, they're gonna get him back.
Yeah. It's a toxic relationship.
I like his uncle energy. I would love to do this.
Is Uncle Donald a grown-up or a child?
He's sitting alone reading a children's book, eating a lollipop.
I think that's you, though.
You know, I want to be mad. Did I tell you the other day I had to stop at Staples and I bought one of those big, stupid gourmet lollipops?
I saw you coming in the door on our stupid doorbell camera with a lollipop in your mouth.
It was delicious. It was cotton candy flavored. I want to be offended, but our whole podcast is premised on the fact that I like children's media from my childhood still. Oh, look, the real gorilla is here.
I feel like Uncle Donald is very difficult to understand verbally and then becomes abusive immediately.
If they don't do what he says, but they cannot hear him. Now, this Donald Duck versus a gorilla is short. They actually are giving us a little more time with.
Yeah.
But it's confusing. I can't figure out how they're deciding which things to show us more of and not.
I don't think that they are deciding in a way that's rational.
It's possible in 1982 when this was made, it was just whatever they could find a good quality version of in their archives. And that Mickey Mouse one we only saw 5 seconds of. Maybe the rest of it was water damaged or something.
An animator spilled some coffee on it or something. You know what I mean? Like,
we haven't really talked about classic 1940s cartoons on this show.
No.
What are your thoughts and feelings?
I'm not really seeing any harmful stereotypes, so that's progress.
They are choosing
this
one that does not have.
Yeah.
Or
like,
they've
I'm not
edited
seeing
them out.
like harmful stereotypes in this, so this one I'm okay with.
Donald Duck is begging for his life from a gorilla who is crushing him between a table that can be expanded with a leaf. And Huey, Dewey, and Louie just found a tear gas grenade in Uncle Donald's living room. Feels like they're justifying the use of tear gas on protesters. So they're like, look, it just makes them emotional.
Is that pumpkin made of like latex, or is it just a really soft pumpkin that they've left out to get soft? I don't like these cats. Do they have fur, or are they wearing clothes? Or are they nude? I'm confused.
These are some weird looking cats.
Why doesn't Pluto have teeth like a dog? He has human teeth. Look at his human teeth. Go ahead. I don't like the way that Pluto's body moves. It's like a man on his hands and knees. It's like he's got dentures in.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't have dog teeth. He has person teeth.
Very flat. Hey, hang on. Do you want to revise your statement about stereotypes? I don't quite get it, though. This stereotype is so outdated, I don't even get the joke.
So, there's another mini dream dog in a coolie hat.
A what?
A coolie hat.
A rice patty hat?
Yeah, it's called a coolie hat.
I've never heard
it's
that
very
term.
Racist.
Using the hat as a identifier for someone from Asia. So Pluto's tired. They're trying to show us he's tired.
And then this little Asian stereotype character wheelbarrows some dust into his eyes, which I guess is like sleepy dust.
But why?
Like the Sandman.
Why is the Sandman an Asian stereotype? I don't understand.
See, look at how Pluto walks. Pluto's a man on his hands and knees. I'll be sleepy. Look.
So the joke of this one is that he's super tired, but also wants to murder
look
his
at him.
cat.
Look at him.
Oh, and it's the cat from Pinocchio.
I like that cat's energy. He seems naughty.
Oh, uh-oh. Here's that coolie hat Pluto ghost again. Now he's going to hit Pluto with a hammer in the head.
So confused.
I don't understand. He's dreaming. Okay, everything's
he's having a dog dream. You ever seen a dog dream?
Pluto's nightmare is that a cat has outsmarted him and shackled him. How dumb do they think we are that we would think this is all one cartoon? Also, why can't they just show us one cartoon? They've cut 3 cartoons in thirds and put them together instead of... It seems like a long way to go. And it is not Halloween-y at all. Alright, I take it back. This dream devil cat is kind of scary.
Yeah.
Pluto's getting physically tortured by these cats.
Maybe it's a commentary on the judicial system.
He is on trial right now, and they're physically abusing him. Look at the jury. They're all biased against him because they're all cats.
So Pluto's having a nightmare about how the judicial system doesn't serve people.
Oh, we're back to the middle cartoon now. Pluto with the hat is back. It's just a first for us on this podcast. We've encountered a harmful stereotype that we don't even get.
Yeah, I don't understand it myself. It's so confusing.
So dated. I guess that proves that not including stereotypes like that is actually beneficial because eventually they leave the public's memory and no one will use them anymore. Now we're watching Peter Pan. Just the movie Peter Pan.
I feel like there was a lot of undiagnosed ADHD at this time, too. You know, the people might have struggled with that. See, look, all these dumb kids want to sign up to be pirates.
Some of these kids are voiced by children, and others are grown men doing weird voices. Captain Hook has sent a mail bomb to Peter Pan.
Captain Hook is the Unabomber. Also, Peter Pan is a big dummy.
Oh my god. That was some bomb.
Yeah. Blew up the entire beach. What?
Don't get too soft-hearted, boys. Peter is getting ready to zap you good. Any minute now. But the really scary villains are the females of the species. Like Cruella de Vil, for instance.
Well, now, what have we here?
You want to unpack any of that?
So they stopped it right after Peter blew up and was like, Peter's gonna bop these guys good.
Don't worry, he's fine.
But you know who's really scary? Women.
Yeah, I'll put the clip in, but he literally was like, Captain Hook's bad, but you know who's worse? Female villains. Now we're looking at Cruella de Vil, who, knowing what we know now, has really gotten a redemption arc in her own film.
You know what?
Recently.
Cruella's always had fabulous fashion sense, though. Let's not lie. Cruella just had scoliosis. Let's not be mean to her. You know?
We have not watched a single Disney animated movie yet, somehow, on this podcast, 200 plus episodes in, because I know your feelings about the rat.
I don't trust the rat. I just don't like when women are portrayed as bad drivers, women portrayed as crazy.
You know, a couple years ago, I think your defense of Cruella de Vil would have been viewed as ridiculous, but it's the mainstream opinion now, huh?
Yeah.
The amount of horrific car crashes we've seen in this 2-minute clip from 101 Dalmatians. The survivability of car crashes in the 60s was much lower, too.
Yeah. She literally just said, Cruella de Vil knew how to bring out the rottenest in everyone. Wow. This is a Love and Anti-Woman Halloween special.
And now he wants to show us the Wicked Witch, too. It's like, you thought she was a bad lady. All women are bad. Check out this older one. She's ugly, too.
Look at all these old, ugly women.
I'm a pumpkin.
Ah, yes, the dichotomy between maiden and crone. There can only be one.
Hear that, girls? I love when they cut to all the animals and dwarves trying to run over here, and it's like the most insane sounding soundtrack, the music and the hooves. And then they cut back, and she's like, I don't know if I should take a bite. And then it's like, blah, 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 blah. Hey, these wet rocks look pretty cool, though, right? I think it's interesting looking at Snow White and seeing how lush and beautiful its animation is compared to, like, Sword in the Stone we saw earlier, which is doesn't look that
I was
good.
drawn with a crayon.
And this is so much older. Hey, Kate, what'd you say about stereotypes?
Here it is.
We have the Lady and the Tramp Siamese scene, which I don't even think it's on Disney Plus on the movie.
They should not let. Why would you animate a cat with buck teeth?
And this is in the Halloween special because these two cats are villains. Look, I know somebody listening might say we're trying too hard to be woke. We're SJWs, whatever.
You know what?
This is rough.
It's really rough. It's really harmful.
Guys, watch it again. I feel like most people who say that, who defend this stuff, haven't seen it.
They haven't seen it, or they're assholes.
Like you gotta rewatch this. It's included in a Halloween special to extra villainize these
extra
Asian
villainize
cats.
these Asian caricatures. If this doesn't make you uncomfortable, you're not paying attention.
If you can't even watch it and see why it's pretty bad.
Yeah, because it's got all the stuff, right? It's got buck teeth. You've got pigeon English.
Yeah, their
right?
eyes. You know.
You've got eyes.
The almond eyes.
It's not like, good. It's all bad.
It's pretty bad.
And villainizing all of those.
They're portrayed as the villains in the movie.
Traits.
In just one scene in the movie. And then in this special, they're picking them out and putting them on par with Cruella de Vil and the Wicked Witch and Captain Hook. I actually think Disney Plus should include it and have a little disclaimer. And maybe they do, and my information's outdated. But
you know, it's really spooky. Bing Crosby as a family man.
Who eats a hard-boiled egg at a party is what I want to know.
Oh, come on, a deviled egg?
No, he had to crack it himself.
It's the 1700s.
Is there Jell-O in the middle? What is that? They didn't have Jell-O in the 1700s.
You're just lucky you got an egg.
This is very confusing because the Ichabod Crane movie has its own narrator, which is different from the pumpkin who's been narrating for us.
I don't even ask.
Oh, that's footage. This is the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. Real footage of it.
Because they couldn't resist an opportunity to show you.
Remember, the whole show, The Wonderful World
How to Get to Ratland.
Disney was originally created as an advertisement for Disneyland and Disney
How do we
World.
get to Ratland?
Well, you take the 504 to Anaheim. It just feels like an intern at Disney was given the job of finding all the clips they could.
Splice together anything that you could say is spooky.
When, they're showing us this clip of Huey, Dewey, and Louie trick-or-treating. That was not in the show. It would have been a much better fit.
What a woman. She knew how to bring out the rottenest in everybody. And who can forget the beautiful queen who gave up everything to make an exciting Halloween for Snow White? If you meet her, don't take any apples from her.
What do you think, Kate? Was that a treat as promised?
Not quite a treat. That was like a candy corn versus a mallow cream pumpkin.
A regular candy corn?
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy, huh? It's from the season, but not something you particularly enjoyed.
No, yeah, and I don't trust the rat. This was the leftover that you find like at the bottom of the fridge. This ambiguous tinfoil ball that you're not sure when it's from, what meal it was from.
I think your metaphor holds, especially given the age of most
Yeah.
of the clips in
You're like,
this.
oh man, when did I have that?
Is this from 1929? And it's colorized, so it's like, no, I dressed it up, it's different. Yeah. That was kind of a bummer. I personally love old animation. I love Disney animation. I'm not like the biggest Disney fanatic in the world, but I appreciate their animation and their contributions to animation history.
I'm not a big fan of their treatment of Asians or women.
Yeah, that wasn't great. But even from an animation perspective, they didn't let you sink your teeth in anything.
No.
I was happy to see such a long segment from the Headless Horseman thing because that was pretty lengthy and we got like this long chase scene with a lot of good gags and physical comedy and good animation. But everything else, it's like, it was so short. It was it was bizarre.
It was a weird melange of different quality of animation, different animation styles, right? Like it was, it just felt jarring, right? And there also, so there's the silicone hand puppet pumpkin narrating.
I kind of like him, but yeah.
The entire thing, but that was the only way you knew things were changing. I was a bit confused. Like it was just weird.
And
it was weird.
They made cuts, like some of the cuts were, so Peter Pan explodes in a bomb, which you later in the movie find out he did not explode.
Yeah.
They cut away before you find that out. The pumpkin does tell you. Okay. And then they did it again at the end with the Headless Horseman. Ichabod gets away, gets over the covered bridge that's supposed to be the boundary of the Headless Horseman's power range or whatever, and then he throws a flaming pumpkin at him and blows him up, and you see Ichabod's just like hat on the ground, and then the pumpkin was like, see you tomorrow, and I guess he meant on Halloween, if you watched this the original day it aired. Very strange. They could have included far fewer things, I think, and just like played them in completion. You know, Night on Bald Mountain, it was so short. We barely saw any of it.
And that was the highest quality one, except for Snow White, maybe.
All right.
Not a huge fan.
Yeah, it's all right. I didn't think you would be, Kate. Not to, I hate to guess how you're going to feel, but I had a pretty good guess that you weren't going to be reeled in by Disney's Halloween treat. But it is out there, guys. Google it. You can find it. There's different versions of it. I found one from the original airing, presumably from 1982, but some of the different edits in the Disney Channel version are out there if you're curious. I mean, it's fun, but it feels more like something that should be kind of playing in the background at a Halloween party.
Yeah, with like a scary soundtrack, but it's not the soundtrack of the thing.
Yeah. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, Kate. We got one more Halloween episode in us. I promise I'll find you a marshmallow... What is it called?
A mallow cream pumpkin. Let's look it up and see if that's real.
See if that's a real name.
I'm Googling it.
I'm gonna find you some of those. We'll eat them next time. So tune in next week for one more. I'll give you a hint, Kate. It is also Disney related. Sorry. A little later, though, chronologically than this. More from our time. My time.
What is it?
You weren't watching. I'll show you. It's a Disney Channel original movie. Find all our other Halloween episodes and all our episodes on our website from this year and previous years, www.notstalgia.org. Email us what we should watch next. We still have a month between Halloween episodes and Christmas episodes to fill. You can email us, nostalgia@AOL.com, or leave us a voice message with those suggestions. Find us on social media. That's it. Thanks for listening.
I don't care what anybody says. Brack's Mellow Cream Pumpkins are awesome. That's an actual
These are
review.
reviews from Target's website.
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
Saturday on Walt Disney's Halloween Treat. Get ready for ghouls, ghosts, goblins, and Disney Halloween magic.